Your golden retriever just ate something. You don't know exactly what, you don't know how much, and you're standing there trying to decide whether to call the vet or wait to see if anything happens. For many toxic substances, that decision, call now or wait and see, determines whether your dog makes a full recovery or doesn't. Not because the toxin is immediately deadly in every case, because the window for effective intervention is often measured in minutes, not hours. By the time your dog shows symptoms of xylitol poisoning, the blood sugar is already collapsing. By the time you see symptoms of antifreeze ingestion, the kidney damage is already in progress. The most dangerous choice you can make in this moment is doing nothing while you watch. I'm Emma, and what I want to give you today isn't a list of things to fear. It's a specific, usable protocol for exactly this situation. The 3 things to do immediately. The one thing most owners do that makes the situation significantly worse. And the information you should have in your phone right now before this ever happens, so that when it does, you're not Googling anything in a panic at midnight. The complete toxic food and substance reference list is in the free guide at MyFurKid online Golden Retriever. Link is in the pinned comment. Let's start with thing 1. Thing 1 is call immediately before you do anything else. Not after you watch for symptoms, not after you look it up. Now, there are 2 numbers that matter: your nearest emergency veterinary clinic and the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center, 888-426-4435. The ASPCA line is staffed by veterinary toxicologists 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There is a consultation fee, currently around $100, and it is worth every single dollar, because the person on that line will tell you within minutes whether what your dog ate requires an emergency room visit, whether you can manage it at home, or whether you need to do something in the next 30 minutes to prevent serious harm. Save both numbers in your phone right now before you need them. Thing 2 is knowing what information to have ready when you make that call, because 4 pieces of information completely determine the response. First, what was eaten? Not just chocolate, what kind of chocolate or what product. The ingredients listed on the package may reveal substances you didn't know were in the food. Second, how much, as precisely as possible. An estimate is fine. A rough estimate is better than nothing. Third, when. Time of ingestion relative to the call is critical. Some interventions are only effective within a specific window. 20 minutes ago versus 3 hours ago are completely different situations. Fourth, your dog's current weight. Toxicity in dogs is calculated by dose per kilogram. The same amount of a substance that requires an ER visit for a 20-pound dog may be below the threshold of concern for a 70-pound golden. Know your dog's weight. Thing 3 is the one that saves lives, and it's the opposite of what most people do. Do not induce vomiting without being told to by a veterinarian or poison control. This is the most dangerous piece of well-meaning advice on the internet, and following it blindly has killed dogs. There are specific substances where inducing vomiting makes the situation dramatically worse. Caustic chemicals, bleach, drain cleaner, battery acid burn the esophagus on the way down. Forcing them back up doubles the exposure and the damage. Sharp objects that the dog swallowed can lacerate the throat on the way back up. Petroleum products create an aspiration risk. Vomiting brings them near the airway and the lungs. If the dog is already showing neurological symptoms, inducing vomiting adds physiological shock. And if more than 2 to 4 hours have passed, the substance has already moved past the stomach into the intestines. Inducing vomiting at that point does nothing except stress a dog who doesn't need more stress. The hydrogen peroxide at home induction method, 3%, 1 milliliter per pound, that you've read about in a dozen articles is a real veterinary technique. It works, and it's used. It's appropriate for specific substances in a specific time window after a professional has confirmed it's the right move, not as your first instinct before anyone has assessed the situation. This is the conversation that happens at the ASPCA Poison Control Center every day. A dog ate something, the owner immediately gave hydrogen peroxide, and now the vet is managing both the original ingestion and the additional stress of induced vomiting in a dog who didn't need it. Call first, receive instructions, then act. This is the sequence that produces the best outcomes. For the full substance-by-substance reference, link is in the pinned comment at myfurkid.online. Golden Retriever. Some substances have intervention windows so narrow that they need their own section. Xylitol, the artificial sweetener in certain peanut butters, yogurts, and vitamins, causes insulin release that drops blood sugar to dangerous levels within 30 to 60 minutes of ingestion. Antifreeze contains ethylene glycol, which is rapidly metabolized into compounds that cause irreversible kidney failure. The intervention window is 30 minutes to 12 hours depending on amount and the dog's size. After that, the prognosis changes significantly. Anticoagulant rodenticides, rat poison, are insidious because they cause no visible symptoms for 2 to 5 days, during which time the blood's ability to clot is being progressively destroyed. By the time bleeding starts, the dog may be in a severe crisis. Early treatment before symptoms appear is dramatically more effective than treatment after. Mushrooms deserve specific attention because the dangerous ones look identical to benign ones, and most owners don't know what their dog ate from the yard. The Amanita species, Deathcap, and Destroying Angel cause liver failure that begins within 24 to 72 hours with no early symptoms. The dog seems completely fine for a day or two, then the liver starts failing. If you see your golden retriever eating a mushroom in the yard and you cannot identify the species with certainty, treat it as a potential Amanita ingestion and call poison control. The cost of an unnecessary consult is $100. The cost of waiting is potentially irreversible liver damage. Here is the information that provides context and prevents panic when it's not warranted. Dose per body weight is everything. A 70-pound adult golden retriever who ate a single chocolate chip cookie is not in the same situation as a 20-pound puppy who ate half a bar of dark chocolate. Calling the vet or poison control with the weight and the amount will usually produce a specific answer. Monitor at home versus come in versus come immediately. Most single grape incidents in large adult dogs are monitored, not emergency situations, though you still call. Most small milk chocolate exposures in large dogs are below the toxic threshold. The point is not to catastrophize every incident. The point is to have the professional make that determination for your specific dog with the specific substance and amount, not to make it yourself based on a general article. Before any of this happens, there are 4 things worth having ready right now. The ASPCA Animal Poison Control number saved in your phone, 888-426-4435. The address and phone number of your nearest 24-hour emergency veterinary clinic. Most major areas have one. And finding it at midnight while your dog is deteriorating is the wrong time to search. Your dog's current weight within 5 pounds. This changes everything about treatment decisions. And pet insurance that covers emergency and specialist visits. A single emergency vet visit for toxin ingestion, including activated charcoal treatment, IV fluids, and overnight monitoring, can cost $2,000 to $5,000. Insurance that covers emergencies changes whether that conversation at the vet is about what's best for the dog or about what you can afford. Everything in the guide at myfurkid.online, Golden Retriever, link in the pinned comment. Here are the 3 things. 1. Call ASPCA Poison Control or your emergency vet immediately, before symptoms, before waiting, before Googling. Have the 4 pieces of information ready: what, how much, when, and your dog's weight. 2. Do not induce vomiting without being instructed to by a professional. For some substances, this makes the situation significantly worse. 3. Follow the specific instructions you receive, because the correct response to different substances varies completely and there is no universal correct action. The time you spend calling is not time wasted. It's the difference between managed and unmanaged. Save the number now, 888-426-4435. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next week.